Welcome into the Off Base podcast alongside Xavier Scruggs. I'm Sierra Santos filling in for our girl, Lauren Gardner, and All-Star Week is upon us. It's pretty much one of my most favorite weeks of the season, right?
Best.
You know what I mean?
The best of the best.
It is.
It's where you get everybody who's been playing at such a high level coming in, showing off on the best platform.
My favorite part is that everyone's in a good mood.
Yeah,
You know,
everybody's
when you're
relaxed.
trying to get an interview,
Yeah.
everyone's
Nobody's
in.
like, get away from me. They're like, yeah, I want to talk now.
Exactly. You know what I want to talk about? And I know that we get obsessed with the shiny new toy when somebody makes their debut and they're really good.
Yes.
This is a toy that I'm buying.
Ooh.
Brewers rookie fireballer Jacob Misiorowski continued his electric start to his young career earlier this week, defeating future Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers. So after giving up a leadoff home run to Shohei Ohtani, Jacob went on to strike out 12 of the next 16 batters with a fastball that nearly hit 102. He also set a career high with 21 swings and misses.
Yes. This is that dude.
He's that dude.
And can I just talk about how special it is as a rookie to come in, understanding how to command the fastball? And to me, that's the focus, right? High velocity is going to be there. He's going to have velo, but can you command that? And that's what we specifically saw against the Dodgers, right? Shohei Ohtani hits the bomb, but he locks back in, being able to use all of his stuff. And it's so electric. I think about Paul Skeens, and now I'm like, okay, this is the next level of Paul Skeens, right? Like, Paul Skeens is old news at this point. No disrespect. Misiorowski is that guy at this point.
Okay.
So I'm loving what I'm already seeing from him. I think that this is realistically the future of the Brewers rotation at this point, right? If he can do what we've seen him do now, this is the focus.
Absolutely. He has a 2.81 ERA over his first 5 career starts with 33 strikeouts. He's been absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
And when you look at what he was able to do against a lethal Dodgers lineup, I'll pose this question to you. Does Jacob Misiorowski make the Brewers the biggest threat to the Dodgers in the National League?
Dang, the biggest? Well, when I'm looking at that average velo at 99.2, I'm thinking that does something. But I don't want to disrespect the Phillies and what we've seen them capable of doing, right? I think that's a focus. Obviously, the Cubs have played good baseball. But I think that the Brewers do have to be in that conversation because they have a quality number one at this point. And obviously, Brandon Woodruff has come back into the fold, too. The rotation looks good. But I think if you have a solid 1-2, 1-2-3 Freddie fastball, like, that does something different.
Look at what the Tigers did. Look at what the Tigers did last season with Tarek Skubal.
Right, and then piece things together after that.
Right.
No, I think it's viable. The one thing I do want to say is it's not just from a pitching standpoint, too. I also think about what they've done run-scoring-wise. They play on the margins. They do all the things right as far as putting pressure on opposing defenses, the details of the game, runners on third, less than 2 outs. All those things are so important. So it comes along with pitching and defense to me.
How much of that do you think is Pat Murphy? Because I'm a big Pat Murphy fan as an ASU girly, right?
Yeah.
We love him. Sun Devil Nation will always have a special place in our hearts for Pat Murphy.
Yes.
But when you talk to the Brewers specifically about their manager, about their skipper, they're so bought in. And I think it's also because, like, Murph, like, keeps it real.
Yes, 100%. And I think to that point, as a team, you take on the identity of your manager.
Sure.
Right? So almost that laid-back atmosphere, but straight business, gonna do what you need to do, be straight up about it. And I think we've heard Christian Yelich talk a lot about that, too. Like, guys have all bought in. And obviously, we've seen Craig Counsell go to the Chicago Cubs, and it's not easy to have a transition to where you've been winning a lot, and then a new guy comes into the fold at the top at the helm. But remember, he was already there, too.
Sure.
So I think that natural comfort of everybody already being around him, I think that's what's special, too.
And they're doing it without Willie Adames.
Yes. And that was another thing to me.
He was their bona fide superstar.
That's why when people were saying automatically giving the Cubs the top of the division before the season ever started, just because, you don't have Devin Williams anymore, you don't have Adames, it was all of a sudden like, oh, they gone.
They were dismissed completely.
And I didn't like that because I felt like treat the team that's been doing it with the respect that they deserve, because it's not just one player, one or two players that does it. Think about
they don't have the Brewers aren't the flashiest, sexiest team in the league, but they get it done because the small ball defense.
Yes, and the next guy up mentality. I know it's cliche, but think about Devin Williams left and what Trevor McGill has done now as a closer, and now an all-star too, throwing 100 miles in it. The back end of their bullpen is dumb. We didn't even touch on the bullpen. That's ridiculous, the velocity that comes out of the bullpen.
We'll save it for the next podcast.
you know I can go in. You know I can go in.
Okay, we'll save it for the next
Trevor
one.
McGill, another guy, if you don't lock up as many games as he has already, they're not even in this position at this point.
100%. Welcome back. As you can see here, the AL Central leading Tigers had 3 elected starters for Tuesday's All-Star game. Gleyber Torres at second base, Javi Baez in the outfield, and the man you're going to be breaking down next. It's time for a Riley Greene edition of Extra Credit X. What are you checking that? The school bells?
Yes, I love it. I kind of like that animation.
I do too. It's very cute.
Thank you. Well, let's get into Riley Greene.
Yeah.
I want to talk about his swing path, and that's one of the things that now we can really quantify through illustration, through showing degrees of what a swing path looks like and the tilt. I'm thinking about, certain guys that have a steep swing path. One of the guys is Freddie Freeman. When I think about more of a flatter path, I'm thinking of like Alejandro Kirk. But the best example of a steep swing path, which gets underneath the baseball and attacks the baseball with almost an upward angle, and specifically at 43 to 45 degrees for Riley Greene, is almost what allows him to have so much more of that power. His swing decisions are great, but also the swing itself. As hitters, we're always talking about having a consistent swing path. Now we can really quantify what that looks like and how to consistently repeat it. He's one of those guys that does it. And you can see it illustrated via like a disc angle on the right side there. And for our body to be able to consistently do the same thing, it's little things that we're working on as a hitter. It could be hand position. It could be, where our legs are. It could be, the foundation of how far we're spread out, getting into the swing path itself. But Riley Greene, he's an all-star, a starter in an all-star, and he's gotten that much better from last year because of what he's done with his swing path, the ability to now drive the baseball that much more. The numbers already where they were last year around this time at All-Star break. So now you think about how much more consistent he's being. And I think last year we kind of thought, okay, what type of hitter is he? Is he a superstar level hitter? We know he's great defensively. We know he can run all those things, but can he be a superstar hitter? And now I think we have some illustrations in swing path tilt that shows us one of the reasons why he's able to drive baseball so consistently.
So what would be considered steep?
Yes, steep.
Pardon my ignorance. So is Riley Greene one of the steepest?
He is the steepest.
Okay,
as far
and
as
where would Freddie Freeman be?
And Freddie Freeman would be kind of right underneath him, at 42 degrees. Riley is at 45. And when I say steep, it's like coming through.
It's coming up
underneath him. We kind of, I don't want to say undercut, right, or uppercut swing, because sometimes we have a negative connotation with that. But what comes tough with having that type of swing is the consistency and driving the baseball and making good contact. So almost a steeper swing can be tougher to be more consistent with. Now he's already figured out how to be consistent with it on a variety of pitches and different locations. And so with an example of a flatter, more swing plane that's a little bit flatter would be Alejandro Kirk. That would be more towards the 23. The average is at 32.
See, I'm learning so much. This really is extra credit.
So, you have good hitters on both sides, right? That can have a steeper path and one that can have a flatter path. I think now that he's figured out how to have a steeper path with consistency has allowed him to drive the baseball like one of the best in a Freddie Freeman. That's why I gave an example, because if you figure out how to hit the ball with a steep path consistently, you may end up like a Freddie Freeman doing it one of the best in the game. But you can also be a Alejandro Kirk who's line drives all over the field with a more flat path, but not as much drive to it at times.
Okay, I just learned a lot.
Extra credit.
Extra credit. It really was.
It's a new StatCast thing that I wanted to bring out, too, because when we get these new metrics, I want people to understand kind of what they ultimately mean. And it is not always a great thing to have a certain type of swing, because everybody's swing is different, right? But as long as we can explain what those things kind of mean, it's important for young hitters, amateur hitters, but also professional hitters as we're continuing to learn too.
That breaks it. You just broke it down perfectly. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Off Base Podcast. Well, obviously, Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani are the two most popular players in the league, and based on sales of Nike jerseys from Fanatics network of sites, including MLBshop.com, since opening day, number one best-selling jersey, Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Number two,
Aaron Judge. Right.
But when you think about top 5, top 10,
Yeah.
do you think you could guess?
Okay. I would go Ellie De La Cruz. I always see people with Ellie De La Cruz jerseys. I feel like, no, that's not a top 10.
No.
Dang. Okay. Juan Soto.
Yes. 6.
Okay. Juan Soto. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yes. 9.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
No.
Mookie Betts.
He falls just on the outside. Acuna is 11.
Oh, okay.
Mookie Betts, number 4.
Wow. Freddie Freeman?
Yes. Okay, there you go. Now you're getting hot. You're getting hot. He's 3.
Dang. Who else am I missing? I'm thinking
Think
big
about
cities
number
too.
5. Big city. I'll give you a hint.
Maybe Kyle Tucker?
No. Big city.
Chicago's a big city?
No. Big city.
New York,
Big
LA?
Apple.
Okay. Oh, Lindor.
Yeah. There you go.
Lindor.
Okay, let's do a reveal. Should we do the reveal?
Yeah, let's check them out.
Okay, number 1, Shohei Ohtani. Number 2, Aaron Judge. Number 3, Freddie Freeman. Number 4, Mookie Betts. Number 5, Francisco Lindor. Juan Soto. Rafael Devers.
Okay. Bryce Harper.
Jose Altuve. Fernando
Devers
Tatis.
is
Bryce
up there
Harper.
too.
Yeah. I mean, are you surprised?
Jung-Hoo Lee. Okay.
Is that
Jung-Hoo Lee before PCA and Scooble. That's interesting.
Are you surprised by anyone on the list? Would it be Jung-Hoo Lee?
Maybe Jung-Hoo Lee, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just because of maybe a smaller-ish market, not as big as like LA, New York, but also, a player coming over just 2 years ago from Korea, It's not a Japanese, it's Korea, a smaller one.
Yeah, 100%.
That's dope. I love that.
Absolutely. I'm not surprised by anyone in the top 10, though. When I think of the faces of the game, that's pretty much who I think of.
I'm surprised Ellie's not in the top 10. Like, I see so many kids with Ellie De La Cruz jerseys,
Where?
honestly. In bigger cities, like in LA, and where I live in Florida, too. Like, I see a lot of Ellie De La Cruz. Kids love Ellie De La Cruz.
I don't think I get outside enough. Okay, when you're looking in 3 years, who is going to crack this list that is not on it?
Okay. I'm thinking power. I'm thinking James Wood. I'm thinking like...
That's a good call.
Yeah, because I remember when Ryan Howard, and he reminds me a little bit of Ryan Howard, the way he goes backside bombs. Mm-hmm. I think, like, you start getting up in their home runs, everybody's like, give me that jersey, right? Like, and also, I think the Nationals are going to be good, too. That's going to equate to more jersey sales. James Wood.
I think we're really high on James Wood, but I think that other people that are maybe more casual baseball fans haven't really caught on to him just quite yet.
No, definitely not. No.
So that's a good call. The guy I'm picking is a bona fide superstar right now.
Okay. Who?
Bona fide all-star.
He's not in the top 20 already.
And he's one of the best at his position in the league. And he's in the desert.
Oh. Ketel
Marte.
Marte.
I like...
Why? He should already be in the top 20.
Corbin Carroll is in the top 20.
Yeah.
But he did not crack top 20.
I would rock a Marte jersey right now as we speak.
Are you one?
I love Ketel Marte.
Are you one of those guys who refuses to wear another man's jersey?
I mean, I don't really wear jerseys, but I would have no problem doing it.
Oh.
I would have no problem. Whose jersey are you rocking? That's the Caribe series.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is that somebody on the back or no?
No, it just looked cool, and I was there, so I bought it.
Yeah, so you're already rocking Marte. I played with Marte in the Dominican, actually, when he was 18 at the time.
No way.
It was the year before he got up to the big leagues, and I already knew he was going to be nasty. But he wasn't as strong as he is now, but that dude was already swinging it from both sides.
We're going to have to keep tabs on this. We're gonna have to keep tabs
Yeah,
on this.
I think
We'll
that's a
be
good
tracking
pick.
it over the next
Marte
couple
and
years.
James Wood.
You know, why not? Thanks for watching the Off Base Podcast. For X, I'm Sierra Santos. We'll see you next week.